Memories come in all shapes and sizes. It's just perfect when the days are crisp and the nights drop below freezing, thought John Peterson as he walked back from the lake, fishing rod in hand. In the morning, you don't even need to drill new holes in the ice and the shoreline stays solid. You can walk right out there with no problem. But when March rolls in and the temperature climbs above 50 for a few days straight, well, that's when you're in trouble. One minute you're standing on the ice and the next, splash, you're waist deep in freezing water near the shore. Today, though, the ice was still safe and clear. By late afternoon, John had caught 3 big pikes, one after another, on his tip-ups. They were so large they didn't even fit into his tackle box. Walking home, loaded with gear and an extra 20 pounds of fish, he thought with satisfaction. Well, at least my daughter Emma will have something fresh when she comes home from college. But as soon as he stepped into the house, his mood shifted. There she was, his daughter, sitting at the kitchen table, tears streaming down her face. John immediately understood what was wrong, but he kept silent, not wanting to pour salt on the wound. Finally calming down, Emma whispered softly, "It's over, Dad. There won't be a wedding. He's with someone else. I saw them kissing in the park." "Then forget him," he said, just to break the silence. "How can I forget, Dad? How do I live with this? I trusted him so much. What now? Live in memories." "No, honey. You have to move forward," he replied gently. "Memories, no matter how sweet, are just illusions." He looked into his daughter's tearful eyes and added softly, "But you, my dear, you're stronger than that. Believe me, memories can ruin a person's life if you don't know how to handle them," said John, his voice calm but firm. "You have to learn to distinguish between memories and reality if you want to keep your world under control. I understand your pain better than anyone. I'm your father. We're meant to value people and use things, but sadly people often do the opposite. They use people and value things. Do you see what I mean? Didn't he use you? I know you want one thing, to forget everything and go back to the past. But deep down you know that what's gone is gone. You can't bring it back. We can't live in memories. The best way to live is to focus on a short, defined period of time. Today. That doesn't mean you shouldn't think about the future, but you've got to let go of unnecessary worries and memories that don't serve you. Do your best today, because with the way life is, every day could be your last. Emma looked at her father with tear-filled eyes. "But Dad, this was love," she whispered. "Love dies too, sweetheart. It dies when it no longer lives in the heart. And trust me, love isn't always the most important thing." "I think I understand you now, Dad. Is there something you want to tell me about Mom?" she asked, glancing out the window. "No, honey, nothing at all. But I know that answer won't satisfy you. I've simply accepted that she left us and stayed in Portugal. But I'm grateful to her for one thing, that I have you." Emma hesitated for a moment, then asked softly, "Dad, what memory can't you let go of?" John felt like her gaze was peering straight into his soul. "2 memories, honey. The first, war, blood, death, wounded souls. We can forget the trivial things, but the most precious memories stay in our hearts forever." "And the second memory, Dad?" Emma asked softly. John sighed deeply. "Memories, sweetheart, are usually moments of intense emotion." He chuckled quietly, trying to lighten the mood. "Look in that plastic bag. I've never caught 3 pikes in just 1 hour before. Check them out. When I pulled them up, every fisherman on the lake came running to see." He smiled warmly, the weight of their earlier conversation easing just a bit. "I guess even memories like this deserve a place in our hearts." He paused, then added gently, "But still, what's behind us isn't worth your tears. Because life, my dear, is beautiful." Emma walked up to her father, wrapped her arms around him, and kissed him on the cheek.